I think actually in the first half, they got a couple more offensive rebounds than we should have allowed them to get. And I think we probably could have got more transition than we even did. They did a better job of shoring up the wings, and we were trying to get up the wings a little bit more. But ultimately we ended up in a little bit more 5-on-5. They scored more in the second half as well, right? And so when you're taking the ball out of the basket, it's harder to get out in transition.
We'll go to Alyssa, center on your right.
Over here.
Hi, sorry, I can't see.
Here, did you know that you were going to have a good shooting night from your warm up?
I shot decent in my warm up, but I've shot a decent in my warm up for a lot of games this season. I think when I was watching the film on this team, I felt like they gave up a lot of threes, and a lot of people got wide open ones. And so just being ready to shoot it, and my teammates did a good job of finding me pretty early in there, just on some miscues and some easy skips. So yeah, I'll take a good shooting night any night.
And then there was a play in the fourth quarter. I think you had just hit a three, and then you were coming down and you were wide open for another three, which you picked it to Ariel. Just hit it. Can you just talk about like your guys are looking good trusted?
Yeah, I got a lot of trust in A. Knock down pretty much any shot off the rhythm, one-footed shots. I have all the trust in the world in her to shoot those as well. Honestly, I was going to rip that one, but the defender jumped, so I found A. And I think a big piece of what we're trying to do, and sometimes we haven't shot the three ball as well in games throughout the season, I think, as we are capable of doing with the shooters we have. And sometimes when someone starts to hit a couple of them, it just becomes contagious and the whole team kind of gets on board. And so that was just a good play in transition. We'll take all the momentum plays we can get, which is usually A.
We'll go front left.
You can walk tell Texas Chronicle. You know, you guys will keep the game real tight, and then the Valkyries on that 12-0 run. What did you say in that 1 minute 45-second period that really did it for you?
I think we allowed them to hit some shots that is probably their first option. I think they came down, hit a couple of threes. I think when I was on K and she hit it. Just got to tighten up defensively, but I think they hit some shots down the line that ended up helping them in the game.
Stay front left.
All right, you hit 5 threes. There's a lot of ebbs and flows in this game. You guys led by a good portion, and then they came back into the lead. So, what do you think of this team? First year, they're looking this good. They're above 500 right now. So, you've been in the league for a minute. So, what do you think of this team? The whole new look of the West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really impressive what this organization is doing in terms of how they're kind of pushing the movement of women's basketball forward. And you never know what it's going to look like when it's an expansion team. And credit to everybody in this organization and what they're doing and how they are ramping up those valuations of teams and putting and investing money into it. And I think this is a team that's gelling really well together. I saw one of them say in a press conference once, they know what it takes, right? They've been in those positions where they've been 6 women on a lot of different teams. They know what it takes to play hard and try and win some games. And so I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do so far this season.
We'll go to the front right.
How about the atmosphere that you see here at Chasen? I mean, the Warriors play here. The Valkyries are drawing the exact same number of fans that the Warriors are. I mean, how much does that play into the home court advantage for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's incredible when you look at it, the landscape of women's basketball and how it's continuing to grow. And anytime you can get fans like this, regardless of where you are in the league, that means you're bringing people to games and they're starting to see people. So, maybe there's somebody in the fans today that became an Ariel Atkins fan because they watched how good she was too, right? And that's a big piece of it too. So it's been great to see the atmosphere here building, and credit to the city getting out and supporting these women.
We'll go second row on your left.
Ariel, Taylor Chen and Kate Martin played pretty extended minutes there in the fourth quarter. I was wondering what kind of problems were they doing differently? That's the problem there in that fourth quarter.
Just being fearless, being confident in what they do. Obviously they're good basketball players. Kaylin, she knows how to attack, find her teammates. And Kate is also always aggressive. That's who she's been since she was in Iowa. So I just think they were just being themselves, honestly.
And then Taylor Ford with the 39-29.
Yeah.
She, like I said, she was a big step moving on. That's big to the depth of the WNBA. They're playing like Taylor Ford and giving the opportunity that they can.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. I'll give KT some praise here. I watched her training camp when she was trying out for Dallas, kind of back in the gap a little bit, and she's done nothing but get better and grow her game. And she is literally the foundational piece of what this organization is building. She's doing a phenomenal job of it.
Front row on your left.
Yeah, I was just wondering what was going on, behind finding those open 3-point looks.
For us or for them? I mean, that's what we got to do. We got shooters all around us, so we got to make sure that we can find open shots. I would like for us to get a lot more. I mean, you got Kia shooting tonight like 5'11". We got to capitalize on nights like that. And continue to have more nights like that, please. So that it can help our offense flow.
Got time for a few more. We'll go back to Alyssa.
Hey, guys. I think this is like the third game where you kept it to 11 turnovers or less or something like that. I know you have been working on that a lot in practice, so just how does it feel to see that translate into the game?
You got to take small wins here and there as well. And I think, every time we finish a game, we understand kind of what are the things that maybe didn't go well for us that day. What are the things that we need to execute better? And for quite a bit at the beginning of the season, turnovers was one of those things that constantly came up. And so I think as a team, we were kind of just like, it's enough saying it, we have to do it. We just have to be better at it. And we've done a better job of taking care of the ball. And some of that doesn't just come along with the passes that the initial person who gets the turnover is making. It's setting screens for somebody else to get open. It's getting open at the right time and giving them a target. And as a collective, we've done a better job of that. So good. We keep it under 11's good, man. Under double digits is
we've
great,
been
but
at, like,
11's good. Yeah,
25.
we've been at 25. That's good.
So
We'll take it.
Last couple, we'll go Brian.
What's up for you there, well, I know this space is a big testament how you guys are trying to play this. What do you think about the space here?
It could have been better at times. I think we got a little frantic there, and when we get frantic, we begin to like stand on top of each other. I think there were about 2.5, maybe 3/4 that we put together that I really think that we did a better job of spacing the floor at. But when things get frantic, I think we need to stay locked into what we're trying to do and the way that we're trying to attack.
What was that with front left?
All right, you guys go to LA in a couple of days.
Mhm.
You have this road trip going on. How's that help you guys grow? And how is it being on the road? You got to play as popular as Angel. You'll get all kind of reactions from the visiting crowd.
We'll take the fans. We usually get a lot of fans in the visiting crowd as well. And I think being on the road is, in a way, it's fun for us because we get to be around each other so frequently. I think for me, some of the best memories that you have in basketball is never this game. I won't remember the score of this game next year. I promise you that. But I will remember the breakfast that we all had together this morning in the training room before shoot around, because we laugh and we enjoy each other's company, or the bus rides and the conversations that we have on there. And so it's fun to do that. I think it's the beauty of this league is you have to have a short memory, right? 48 hours, we play a whole other game, whole other team. So you lock in on the scout, and at the end of the day, you're going out there to try to get another win. And so we'll enjoy each other's company, but we are focused on getting wins.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fault our players for anything tonight. They fought incredibly hard. We struggled to get much going inside today. Golden State, it's one of the calling cards of their defense is protecting the paint, and so we had to find other ways to score. We shot it well from 3 tonight, but I think the points in the paint was the difference tonight. We took care of the ball for the most part, so I was pleased with the effort and the overall energy and communication of our group.
We'll go to Alyssa.
Turnovers trending down. How does it feel to see the work translating?
It's great. It's a complete testament to our players and the focus and the energy that they've put into taking care of the ball and understanding that if we do so, we'll be in a lot of these games. And so they've carried that mentality over the last couple, and hopefully continue to do it moving forward.
Marco on your left.
All right, Coach, you're playing a team that's considered an expansion team, of course, and you'll have another one next year. But how impressive are you the way that they play? They're above 500 right now, excellent crowd, sell out every night. So what is your feeling about this team and how they come into the scene with this well?
I mean, you can't really say enough of the job that Natalie's done, and then it's a testament to the players and being bought into the philosophy that that Natalie has preached to them and the system that they have. And, they put a lot of pressure on you with paint touches and being able to drive and kick and create outside shots for their shooters. And, they got a good group. You can see how they're connected together on and off the court. The organization obviously has the support of the city. And, it's a team that you can get behind. And so they're easy to root for from the outside. And, they're in good hands with Natalie and with a lot of young talent out there. And so I think it's only going to continue to trend upwards for Golden State, as a franchise and then in this league.
Marco on your right.
Coach, you guys had a 64, 61 lead, and then the Valkyries went on a 12-goal run. What happened there in the fourth quarter with that run?
Yeah, I think we We took some quick shots, which allowed them to get in transition a little bit. But they knocked down some tough ones, and we didn't stop fighting. We kept competing. But that's the pressure that they put on you when they have the home court advantage, and also when they're able to knock down threes. It's just with them, it's just a matter of time. Honestly, I know their overall 3-point percentage isn't great, but they continue to take them, and they continue to take them with confidence, and they make them in big moments. So Kate Martin hit a couple in crunch time, and obviously Kayla Thornton was hot tonight. And so they're a good group. They're gritty. They're tough. They continue to fight. They don't give up. And so credit to them for coming out with the win.
We'll go to the second row on your left.
Was there anything in particular that Kayla Thornton was doing that allowed her to get open or get looks? Well, I think she's a force because she can play off the dribble and use her size and strength to power her way into the lane. But then she's also a really good cutter. She's a really good mover off the ball, and so she just doesn't stop. So you got to continuously have vision on her, and you can't lose her. You can't overhelp too much because she obviously can knock down the three, but she was able to get to the line 10 times tonight. So she's a really good player, and Golden State has kind of accentuated all of her abilities and her talent, and so it's just a testament to her. And were there any specific challenges that the backcourt of Caitlin Chen and Kate Martin presented? They got some extended time there in that fourth quarter, about 10 minutes. I think they just they're two pieces that just fit perfectly into how they want to play, and again, the constant movement on and off the ball, the pressure that they put on you defensively as well. It allows them to play big minutes and big moments, and they came through for them today.
Go back to Brian.
Coach, the first half of the transition scoring was short. I don't know if next year, yeah, but not about good open ones. What do you think happened in that second half? Kind of took them.
I thought we struggled to get stops at times, which inhibits your ability to get out in transition. But the first half, neither team was really hitting that well. And second half, they came through and hit a few, which it's always tough to get out in transition when you're not getting stops. And there was moments where we got stops, but had to set up in the half court and try to get momentum going that way. But they continuously put pressure on you defensively, and that's what they did tonight. And I thought for the most part we handled it well. I think the points in the paint is usually an area that we can kind of count on, and we had to find other ways to score tonight. But our team again continued to push through.
We'll go back to Alyssa, second row here.
There, like, towards the end of the game, there was maybe like 25 seconds left. I think you guys were down 3, and then Angel fouled. Was that like a schematic choice, or was it just something she kind of did?
No, that was all on me. Yep, that was my choice to have him foul. Yep.
Any more questions for Coach? We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom. Please unmute.
Yeah, just to kind of follow up on Alyssa's question, Coach, what was the reasoning behind having Angel foul, in a 3-point game when there was about a 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock?
Yeah, that was again, not to our players. That was completely on me. That was a mismanagement of the clock. So you direct that to me.
Thank you.